So how much money can you actually give to someone without triggering taxes? Well, if you're not careful here, you can accidentally trigger a huge tax bill. And what's crazy about this is that most people have absolutely no clue how this works. They give money to their children, maybe a relative or a close friend, and are later shocked to find out that they now owe more money to the IRS all of a sudden. But what if I told you that there was a way to give millions of dollars without ever paying taxes? Well, with the new tax rules, there are now new exclusions, exemptions, and loopholes that could allow you to support your loved ones without triggering a single penny in taxes. So today, I'm going to show you how to gift money tax-free as a licensed CPA that tax plans every day at mycpacoach.com. So let's jump right in. Okay, so let's start by clearing up the biggest misconception around who actually pays gift tax. When you give money to someone, anyone, is it the recipient that pays the tax or the person who gave the gift? So many people think that it is the person receiving the gift who owes the tax, but it is not. So yes, according to the IRS, all money received is generally considered taxable as income unless it is explicitly excluded from the tax code. Unfortunately, gift proceeds are explicitly exempt. This means that if you are the one receiving a gift, you are generally not required to pay income taxes on that gift regardless of the amount. But the giver, on the other hand, is the one that the IRS is looking at. The person giving money may be taxed on the amount of their gift, especially if the amount exceeds certain limits. But don't worry, there are even ways around those taxes as well once you fully understand the new rules. So let's dig into this concept a little bit more and talk about how gift tax actually works. So the IRS knows that wealthy people may try to transfer their assets and wealth over to their heirs or other people while they are alive. So they impose something called gift tax to make sure they get their cut. Every year, they provide a gift limit for tax-free gifts, and it usually increases every year. For example, in 2026, single taxpayers can give up to $19,000 per person. So someone with 3 kids could hypothetically give them $19,000 each, totaling $57,000 without even reporting it to the IRS or paying taxes on that amount. And if you're married, this means that you could give up to $38,000 per recipient, since you both will have the $19,000 limit. So in the same example, a married couple might be able to give this same 3 kids up to $114,000 without triggering a taxable event or having to report it to the IRS. But let's talk about what happens when you gift more than these annual exclusion amounts. That's where this gets a lot more interesting. So most people think that when they give money above these annual limits, that it automatically means they will owe more taxes to the government. But that is not always the case. In fact, it is rarely the case, so let's carefully walk through this. So first, when you give money above the exclusion, you are required to report it on your tax returns with IRS Form 709. So you do have to report this. But that same form also includes several massive exceptions that could allow you to give very large gifts without paying any tax at all, with the largest one being the lifetime exemption, which was actually just improved under the big beautiful bill. Now, this single provision is the biggest reason why most people will never actually have to pay gift tax, even when they give above the IRS exclusion limits. This provision grants every taxpayer a $15 million exemption that can be applied against their gift or estate taxes, and that's per person. So if you're married, that's $30 million of gifts or estate assets that can be excluded from being taxed at all. For example, if you gave someone $30,000 as a single taxpayer, that amount would exceed the annual gift tax limit by $11,000. So you would have to report that gift to the IRS. But when you report it, you could offset the $11,000 taxable gift by using your $15 million exemption. still leaving you with a whopping $14,899,000 of exemptions left in your piggy bank. And that is just one exception, but there are a few others that are worth mentioning as well, like the medical expense exemption. So let's say you have a family member experiencing a major health or medical issue, and you agree to help them pay their medical bills. Well, if you pay that medical provider directly, the IRS would not consider the payment you make to be a gift for tax purposes. So if you stepped in and paid $100,000 for a family member's medical procedure, that amount would not be considered a gift and would not take any dollars away from your exemption. The same can be true for education expenses, which also has an exemption. You can pay an unlimited amount of a student's tuition and fees with none of it being considered as a gift when done correctly. Now, for these types of exemptions, the most important thing that you must do is pay the provider directly. If you simply give money to another person, it will be considered a gift. But when you pay the bill directly, especially if it's education or medical, it can be exempt for tax purposes. So if you plan to ever give anyone money at some point in the future, it is extremely important that you understand these rules so that you don't overpay in taxes. And what's just as important as knowing these rules is making sure that your CPA is fully aware of them as well and helping you plan throughout the year to keep your taxes down. And if you need help with this, just go to mycpacoach.com to apply to work with my team today.